This is the story for when you feel like the one who wandered too far. That ache of being the lost one is exactly where this passage speaks. In Luke 15 verses 1-7, we read Jesus responding to criticism. Religious leaders are upset that he spends time with sinners and tax collectors. In answer, he tells a story about a shepherd with 100 sheep. When one wanders off, the shepherd leaves the 99 in the open country to go after the one that is lost until he finds it. Then he joyfully carries it home and calls others to celebrate. Observation first. The scene opens with two groups around Jesus: tax collectors and sinners drawing near, and Pharisees and scribes grumbling. The complaint is specific. This man welcomes sinners and eats with them. Jesus answers not with an argument, but with a parable. The shepherd in the story is active. He notices the missing one. He leaves the others. He searches until he finds it. There is emphasis on joy. He rejoices when he finds it, places it on his shoulders, and invites friends and neighbors to rejoice with him. Then Jesus links this picture to heaven's joy over one sinner who repents. The contrast is clear: grumbling leaders versus rejoicing heaven. Now, interpretation. For the original audience, shepherd imagery carries weight. In Ezekiel 34, God speaks harshly against leaders who have not cared for the flock and promises, "I myself will search for my sheep and look after them." When Jesus describes a shepherd who personally goes after the lost one, he is echoing that picture of God's own heart. In John 10, Jesus calls himself the good shepherd who knows his sheep and lays down his life for them. Here in Luke 15, he is showing what that heart looks like in action, crossing social lines to sit at tables with people others avoid. The key word metanoeō, translated repent, does not just mean feeling bad. It means a change of mind and direction. Heaven celebrates not shame, but turning. The theological truth is deep and simple. God is not scanning the crowd for the most impressive. He is actively aware of the one who is missing, moving toward them at cost to himself, and joy breaks out when they turn back. Application brings this close. For some, this passage speaks directly into how they see themselves. There are seasons when you feel like the one who wandered too far. Choices you regret, habits you can't break, distance you don't know how to close. This story invites you to imagine God not as someone waiting arms crossed, but as a shepherd already out on the hills, more intent on carrying you home than on lecturing you there. A concrete action here is simple. Name, in prayer, the place where you feel most lost, and ask for the courage to take one step of metanoeō, one change in mind and direction. That might be reaching out for help, returning to a community you drifted from, or stopping one quiet practice that keeps you wandering. For others, the challenge is how you treat the one in your own life. There may be a person in your family, workplace, or church who drifts to the edges, the awkward one, the difficult one, the one whose story does not fit. This week, one action can be to leave your own comfortable 99 for a moment and move toward that person. Send a message, sit with them at lunch, listen more than you speak. The shepherd's heart becomes visible when we stop grumbling about the lost and start walking in their direction. In doing so, we echo the God who goes after one and calls it joy. Study it deeply, live it fully,